Hey everybody, you know this is Tuesday. Had to come back with that banger for you today. So today we're going to talk about how life had changed for me after I had went to prison. See, growing up I used to be that chick that was into the street, running with the boys, hanging out with the wrong kind of friends. And I'm not putting none of my blame on any of my friends, so don't get me wrong when I say that. I made some bad decisions, and those decisions that I made were my decisions. So no one is gonna say that, oh, she's saying she's blaming me for what happened. No, because at the end of the day, we all have our own minds and we have our own way of thinking. I just chose at that time because I was someone that was dealing with a lot of issues mentally inside my mind and physically in the lifestyle that I was living and the people that I had in my life at the time. Family members, friends, I made some wrong decisions that, looking back on those decisions that I made now, I would have never made today. So me saying that is to say this, that even though you go through some trials and tribulations in your life, you have the decision and you have your own mind whether you want to continue to live in the lifestyle that you're living or you want to make change in the decisions that you're doing. I chose for me, after going to prison, that was my wake-up call, because that was a place that I always said that I would never end up. But when you're out living that lifestyle of being in the streets, hanging with the wrong friends, there's consequences for your actions. My consequence ended me up in prison, where I always had that attitude, oh, the cops would have to kill me, I would never go there. I always thought that I was better than that, tougher than that I was untouchable. Not everyone's untouchable. So you, as a person and as a whole, need to know whether you want to go the right way in life or you want to go the wrong way in life. Choose to go the right way, because when you go the wrong way, you end up in places that you never say that you would end up. And it took for me to go to prison to find myself. It took for me to go to prison for God to give me a wake-up call. That was my wake-up call. That was my saving grace. And sometimes He'll put us through some things to make us see the things that He wants us to see. Because if He didn't send me to prison, then I probably would have been dead already. So the fact that He loved me enough to put me in some place like that, to make me realize that the actions that I was doing were the wrong ones, that's called tough love. He'll do it if it means to save your life. And we have to be accountable for the actions that we take, for the decisions that we make. You can't use your past to define your future. You can't say, oh, well, my life was bad, so every decision I make from that point on is going to be bad. That's an excuse. You can't do that. You have to be willing to say, I want change. I want better for myself. I want better for my family. Because some of you guys are parents, some of you guys are mothers, some of you guys are fathers. Some of you might be abandoned, like me. But you have to make the right decisions out of them choices that you make. You can't hold your past life or the traumas that you've been through as a reason for you to go out here in the world and do what you want to do. Because for every action, there's a reaction. For everything that you do, there's a consequence. Even in the things that we say, there's consequences. Some say the right things that are positive, that inspire people. Then you have some that say the wrong things that get you in places where you don't want to be. You can't go through life thinking that you're tough and that you're untouchable and that everything you do, you're never going to be accountable for it, because that's the wrong attitude to have. So take this away from this today. If God didn't love me enough to save me by sending me to prison, to help my eyes to open, to see that the lifestyle that I was living was the wrong way for me. And coming out of prison doesn't mean you have to keep going back. See, some of us, we go to prison and we feel like, okay, I'm going to keep doing things to put me back in there. No. Open your eyes and see that there's a beautiful world out here, that there's a horizon, that you can do so many things in life. But you have to be the one to say that I want to change. Either in this life, you can do two things. You can either make the world better, or you can do things that's going to continue to put you back in prison, to continue to take from you instead of you giving. In this world, we need to give more. We need to love more. We need to change more. We need to help more. We need to inspire more. That's what you need to do. It's not about being how tough I am. It's not about, oh, I can make somebody be scared of me. It's not about living because you want to live like somebody else. Be your own person. Have your own mind. Set your own goals. Be an inspiration. That's what God put us here to do. And that's what God showed me. And he can show you the same thing too. And as I'm saying this, I got white butterflies flying around. You know? Take the right road. Take that narrow road. Stay off of that road that is wide. Because that wide road is going to lead you to destruction. It's going to lead you to a place that some of you might not even come back from. Some of you might even end up in a grave. Is that the choice you want to make? Because that is not why God put us here. That is not why God created each and every one of us. He put us here to be masterpieces. He put us here to help make this world better, to change humanity. So will you listen to him today? Because he has a way of placing angels in your life. And as you came across this message today, you came across an angel that is trying to set you straight, that is trying to help you to go the right way. So are you going to take that lesson that God is trying to show you? Or are you going to keep making excuses for yourself? My name is Tuesday. I'm coming back today to do what God put me on this earth to do, to inspire and create. So saying that, moving forward, I love you. God bless you. Stay safe, stay loved, and know that you can inspire somebody too. In Jesus' mighty name. Take that, run with it. Because I never had no one to say it to me. But God has given you somebody to say it to you. In Jesus' mighty name, amen.